Roads. They connect us, take us on adventures. But some roads? They're different. They're not just routes, they're tests. Tests of skill, nerve, and sometimes survival. These are the world's most dangerous roads. We're talking sheer drops, blind corners, weather that can change in a heartbeat. These aren't your everyday traffic jams. This is nature, raw and unforgiving. Why do these roads exist? Often, necessity. Remote communities need a lifeline, a way to connect with the outside world. But that connection comes at a price. So join me as we explore these roads. We'll learn what makes them so dangerous, hear stories of those who've dared to travel them, and most importantly, discover how to survive if you ever find yourself on one. High in the Bolivian Andes, carved into the side of a mountain, is a road that needs no introduction, North Yungas Road. Locals call it El Camino de la Muerte, Death Road. Imagine this, a single lane, barely wide enough for one vehicle. One side, a sheer cliff face. The other, a drop of hundreds of feet, often shrouded in fog. This isn't a road for the faint of heart. Landslides are common, and guardrails? Practically non-existent. It's estimated that 200 to 300 travelers lose their lives here every year. But despite the danger, or perhaps because of it, Death Road draws adventurers. Cyclists, in particular, come to test their mettle against this unforgiving terrain. From the Andes, we travel to the Taihang Mountains of China, home to the awe-inspiring Guoliang Tunnel Road. This road is not just a marvel of engineering but a symbol of human perseverance and courage. This road is a testament to human determination, but also a stark reminder of the risks we take for connection. The Guoliang Tunnel Road is carved directly into the mountainside, a feat that required immense bravery and relentless effort. Before the tunnel's construction, the village of Guoliang was isolated, accessible only by a treacherous mountain path. This path was perilous, often leading to accidents and making it nearly impossible for villagers to connect with the outside world. In 1972, 13 brave villagers decided to carve a road out of the mountainside themselves. With limited tools and resources, they embarked on a mission that many deemed impossible. 5 years and countless hours of back-breaking labor later, the Guoliang Tunnel was complete. This monumental achievement transformed the lives of the villagers, providing them with a safer and more reliable route to the outside world. This 1.2-kilometer tunnel, with its irregular windows offering glimpses of the dizzying drop below, is not for the claustrophobic or those prone to vertigo. The windows, carved out to dispose of debris, now serve as breathtaking viewpoints. It's a bumpy, winding drive through the heart of the mountain, a constant reminder of the power of human will and the price of progress. The Guoliang Tunnel Road stands as a tribute to the indomitable spirit of the villagers who carved it, driven by the fear of isolation and the hope for a better future. On many of these dangerous roads, the danger isn't just the terrain, it's the weather. Sudden storms, dense fog, snow and ice can turn a challenging drive into a deadly one. Take the North Yungas Road again. The high altitude means the weather can change rapidly. One minute you might have clear skies, the next you're engulfed in thick fog, visibility reduced to mere feet. Rain can be just as treacherous. Muddy roads become slick and unstable. Landslides are more likely, sending tons of rock and debris crashing down onto the roadway. And let's not forget about snow and ice. High mountain passes can be impassable in winter, covered in snowdrifts or treacherous black ice. Section 5. The human factor, a recipe for disaster. As we've seen, nature plays a huge role in making these roads dangerous. But let's be honest, we humans often contribute to the danger. Driving too fast for the conditions, underestimating the terrain, overconfidence, these are all recipes for disaster. On roads where the margin for error is razor thin, even a small mistake can have catastrophic consequences. Fatigue is another factor. Long hours behind the wheel, especially in challenging conditions, can impair judgment and reaction times. And then there's the unexpected. Rocks falling onto the road, animals crossing at the worst possible moment, or another driver making a reckless maneuver. Section 6. When the road bites back, tales of triumph and tragedy. The world's most dangerous roads are littered with stories. Stories that echo through the mountains, deserts, and forests where these roads carve their paths. Stories of survival against the odds, of close calls, and sadly of lives lost. Each tale a testament to human resilience and the unforgiving nature of these treacherous paths. There's the story of the cyclist who, caught in a sudden hailstorm on Death Road, took shelter under a rocky overhang just as a landslide roared past. His quick thinking saved his life, but not everyone is so fortunate. Or the driver on the Guoliang tunnel road who, faced with a vehicle coming the other way in the narrowest section, had to reverse blindly for hundreds of meters. The tension and fear in such moments are unimaginable. But there are also the tragedies. The bus that plunged off a cliff in the Himalayas, claiming the lives of all on board. A somber reminder of the risks inherent in traversing these roads. The lone driver, caught in a flash flood, whose car was swept away by the raging torrent. Nature's fury can be swift and unforgiving, leaving no room for error. These stories serve as a stark reminder. These roads demand respect. They are not mere pathways but formidable challenges that test the limits of human endurance and caution. They are not to be taken lightly. Every journey on these roads is a dance with danger, a test of skill, and a measure of respect for the forces of nature that shape them. Section 7. The Zoji La Pass, a high-altitude test of skill. From the Himalayas to the Andes, dangerous roads exist on every continent. The Zoji La Pass, located in India, is one such road. At an altitude of over 11,500 feet, it connects Srinagar to Leh in the Ladakh region. This high mountain pass is open for only a few months a year due to heavy snowfall. Even when open, it's a treacherous journey. The road is narrow, carved into the side of a mountain with sheer drops and hairpin bends. Adding to the challenge are frequent landslides, avalanches, and unpredictable weather. Drivers need to be highly skilled and experienced to navigate this pass safely. Section 8. The Dalton Highway, Alaska's icy grip. In Alaska, the Dalton Highway, also known as the Haul Road, presents its own set of challenges. This 414-mile gravel road was built to service the Trans-Alaska Pipeline system and is considered one of the most isolated highways in the United States. The Dalton Highway is notorious for its remoteness, extreme weather conditions, and unforgiving terrain. In winter, temperatures can plummet to -80 degrees Fahrenheit, and blizzards can reduce visibility to zero. The road is also frequented by large trucks hauling supplies to and from the oil fields, making it even more hazardous for smaller vehicles. Drivers need to be self-sufficient and prepared for anything on this unforgiving stretch of road. Section 9. Respect the road, respect yourself. One thing connects all these dangerous roads: they demand respect. Respect for the terrain, for the weather, and most importantly, respect for your own limitations. Never underestimate the power of nature. Mountains don't care how skilled a driver you are, how tough your vehicle is, or how determined you are to reach your destination. Be honest with yourself about your abilities. If you're not an experienced driver, if you're not comfortable with heights, or if you're not prepared for the unexpected, these roads are not for you. Remember, there's no shame in turning back. Sometimes the bravest decision is knowing when to walk away. Section 10. Essential tips for navigating treacherous terrains. But what if you absolutely have to travel on one of these roads? What if there's no other option available? What if it's the only way to reach your destination, to fulfill a mission, or to return home? First, preparation is key. You must be ready for any challenges that may come your way. Make sure your vehicle is up to the task, with good tires, brakes, and a full tank of gas. Regular maintenance checks can make a huge difference. Pack extra supplies, food, water, warm clothing, a first aid kit, and a flashlight. These items can be lifesavers in an emergency. Check the weather forecast and road conditions before you go. Knowing what to expect can help you plan better and avoid unnecessary risks. And let someone know your route and expected arrival time. This way, if something goes wrong, help can be sent your way. Once you're on the road, drive defensively. Always be on the lookout for potential hazards. Take it slow, be aware of your surroundings, and be prepared to stop at any time. Patience and caution are your best friends in such conditions. Use your horn on blind corners to warn other drivers. This simple action can prevent accidents and ensure a safer journey for everyone. Section 11. The will to survive. Preparation meets instinct. Navigating the world's most dangerous roads is about more than just driving skills. It's about mental toughness, about having the will to survive. It's about staying calm under pressure, making quick decisions when necessary, and never giving up hope, even when the odds seem stacked against you. These roads test us, push us to our limits, but they also remind us of the power of human resilience, our ability to adapt and overcome even the most daunting challenges. So, the next time you find yourself on a challenging road, remember these lessons. Respect the road, respect yourself, and never underestimate the will to survive.